Resaurus was an action figure producer in the late 90s and early 2000s who were best known for their Sonic Adventure series of figures. While the characters of Wave 1 sold well enough to warrant a Wave 2, these characters only saw a limited release and were among the last products Resaurus produced before closing their doors not long after. Despite the struggles the company faced within their last few months, Resaurus did have the desire to continue producing Sonic figures and would have gone through with a Wave 3 of characters, encompassing Sonic Adventure 2. Shadow and Rouge were among the characters they had planned, but nothing involving this wave was ever made. As a result of that, I've always thought of what a Resaurus Shadow or Rouge figure would look like in their distinct sculpture style. I've been sculpting video game characters for more than 10 years, and I thought it would be cool if I finally tried to use my skills and create a Resaurus figure that otherwise never would have existed in physical form. I present the Resaurus Shadow the Hedgehog figure as he would have appeared in the Sonic Adventure 2 wave. This character was no easy sculpture to create, as it required a lot of Resaurus figure study to completely capture the essence of their Sonic toys. The sculpt itself was created without using a base figure or armature. In doing such, I feel like I had a better opportunity to freely alter the older Resaurus design while also making specific character adjustments during the initial sculpting process. I did, however, look very closely at the Wave 1 Sonic figure to get a vision of how Shadow should be created. Some noticeable details include Resaurus' distinct raised spike line, which maintains a squarish shape all around, as well as their signature large, thick pupils. These features were a must, but were also fairly easy to replicate. It was the body sculpt and size which was much more challenging. All of Resaurus' Sonic figures have pretty small bodies with longer limbs. Unfortunately, he's kinda bulky all around, and when compared to the size of a retail Resaurus figure, Shadow is more akin to a 2-up prototype. Resaurus' paint scheme wasn't totally perfect in comparison to the Sonic Adventure models, so I thought of little imperfections or older paint colors they may have used. For example, Shadow's muzzle and cuff colors would have been the yellow color used on Tails, and Shadow's red highlights are much darker than the other red detail on his shoes. Which, speaking of imperfections, I thought Resaurus maybe would have tried to simplify his shoes, and for that reason I minimized the detail on them. Trying to mimic the style of any existing entity is not an easy challenge, and it requires a lot of attention to detail and taking educated guesses when necessary, since you are trying to fill a hole in history that can never be officially filled by the source. Despite this challenge, it's really cool to see a physical representation of an item Resaurus was never able to make more than 15 years ago, and in doing such, we can find a deeper appreciation for what Resaurus did in their short time of existence, and hope that someday we can get another figure company to be as caring, stylized, and diverse as Resaurus was with their sculpts.